Thanks for staying with us. We're still discussing lawmakers, their remuneration, and the perception Nigerians have of them and the work they do. Before the break, myself and people were talking, and we're talking about the fact that, you see, as much as, yes, we can debate how much they're earning, but we must also remember the responsibilities with the people placed on them. Nobody can say categorically they have not benefited from an elected official, either through referrals, either through something, they came something, they gave you. Where is that money coming from? They go somewhere, you see a lawmaker, and he gives you 50,000 naira. Where did that money come from? Was it from heaven? It's not from the same money that they're giving him or the same salary he's collecting from. Or he comes to an event, he says, oh, I saw this person, let me give you 20 go. My mother is dying, we need hospital bill, he gives you money. Where is that money coming from? Now, not all lawmakers also were rich before they came. Some of them actually came from humble beginnings in their various communities, because we are comparing them to those of you that live in certain cities. But if you go to certain communities, everybody gathered to push a particular person. He's also just a regular folk. So he doesn't have that kind of money as a buffer for many of us. So the truth is that let us see things again in the bigger picture. Yes.
No, for me now, that 40 million is a lot of money. I will still say that it's a lot of money compared to what Nigerians are earning. Yeah. Because Nigerians, 70,000 is the minimum wage. And we all know that 70,000 is not even enough.
Cannot even buy rice.
So us, we can't, of course, we can't do anything. Because you two are bringing, you mentioned school fees, feeding, healthcare. From that 70,000, that's from that money that they're going to bring out healthcare, feeding money and all. All he needs to do is to cut costs. He should reduce the people. He said he pays 9.8.
So the cousin that you sent to him to hire, how would he pay this person's salary?
He has a choice. He has a choice.
Nigerians.
He has a choice. That's few.
How many people have opportunity?
Do you know how many people he has? Do you know how many people he has?
Every lawmaker has somebody that knows somebody. You right now, you become a lawmaker. You are connected to me. You are connected to this cameraman. You are connected to the makeup artist. You are connected to the driver. You are connected to a million people that are not directly and indirectly. You will give them jobs. That's the kind of salary you pay. From the 9.8 million naira that you said for salaries, you pay them salaries. From that, your salary you get. Wait, is it BC here by BC? You going to pay their salary? It's not the government gives you to pay their salary.
That's the problem.
Okay.
They that want to employ them should use here by BC salary to pay them, right? If the systems are sane, where we understand that we do not have enough to spend anyhow as a country, they will pay me my allowance for being on that seat, and I will volunteer most of my time. I'm not there full time, first of all. Then the little allowance I have,
the time you are reading their lawmaking,
there are students in the university looking for opportunities to do research for me.
No. Exactly. So let him even do it. That's his work. That's his job. Let him do it.
I need us to land this point because there are students in the university.
The students also who can do this research for me. Me self that I'm volunteering, I should be able to
sit down and do your exactly.
Why is everybody doing research for me and I cannot do research for myself?
We don't want to hear that. That money is a lot. We don't want to hear it now.
You can get people to do the research for you, and everybody's doing it little by little at a volunteer basis for us to get to
I'll talk to Olanrewaju first, and I'll come to you, so we'll just hang in there. I know you have a lot to say. Olanrewaju from Abuja, you're live. Go ahead, please.
Hello, Murayo and the ladies.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
This is an interesting topic. When you consider what Nigeria is going through right now, that money is on the high side. Because most of these people we are talking about, they are seeing any money from their state. Most of them are past governors. And they are seeing any money from their state. And even if you consider what Sanwo-Olu did in Lagos, particularly for the commissioners of AMSEC, I can't really remember, that they should pick PA among the civil servants. I think the same thing can be applied to them, to pick their staff, people among the civil servants. And also, when the money we are talking about, constituency allowance is not part of it. That one is paid separately, maybe through the Ministry of Works and what have you. So this money, considering what Nigeria is going through right now, is grossly too much. It's grossly too much. That's my contribution. Thank you.
Okay.
So I understand all the different perspectives. On one side, I want to give the example of the fact that most of the ladies of your view, in our journey, after being on the show for a while, we've had to employ PAs to help us be more efficient, and we did not have to put that on TVC. We took it out of because we wanted to be able to do it. They did not say we should do it. We needed to, PAs that we've employed personally to help us on our journey, building our brand, helping us be more efficient, all of those things from our own personal income, not from, we didn't put that burden on other people. And another thing that is very important that I think we should take cognizance of, I know that it's not all senators and House, not all lawmakers come from wealth, but all of them, their lifestyle changes when they become lawmakers.
Exactly.
And the lifestyle change is so dramatic, drastic. It's a huge lifestyle change. So you were hustling, you were working, you were middle class, and suddenly you become a lawmaker representing the average Nigerian, and then suddenly you are driving brand new car. You didn't buy brand new car all for the 50 years of your life until you became a House of Rep member. You didn't buy a brand new car until you became a senator. But now that you're a senator, you are now spending hundreds of millions to buy a brand new car. You cannot sit everything that your lifestyle, your house, you rent it, you move into a bigger house. We see people ordinary state lawmaker. They will buy a new house. They will buy a new car. So we see that lifestyle, astronomical change. And it is not, and it is on law, it is the burden of that financing that your new lifestyle is placed on the average Nigerian. What could have gone into schools for many people? The 40 million could do 70,000 naira salary for 200 people. And now we're putting it on a small number of people because these people are so important. They are making laws for poor people, and they have to live a very live life because they cannot even relate with the people that they are making the laws for. So while I can understand that the system already is so bloated that it's almost impossible for them to cut their salary, the system needs to be looked into and reworked to make it more relevant. People under Band A were told that they were having more power supply, and so they should pay cost reflective. You cannot be a leader of poor people. Majority of Nigerians are living under poverty belt. Majority, or 50%. And you are a lawmaker for poor people, but you are living a rich life.
And we don't understand their plight.
I'll come back to you in a second. Let me take Zainab. She's been holding for her. Good morning, Zainab.
I don't really understand.
Good morning, Zainab. How are you doing? Mumbaruk, you're live. Go ahead, please.
Good morning, ladies.
Morning.
Everybody is right. Everybody is right. But these politicians brought it upon themselves what they are going through now. The Second Republic, I'm over 50. So I know the kind of lifestyle they were living then, not the kind of lifestyle the politicians of today are living. And the people around them see who they were and who they are now. And they are complaining about all these things. If some of them have been there now since 1999, and where they come from, not one factory from them that will employ youth, not one empowerment, real something that will help them to not people to rely on them for stipends if they want to do burial, if they want to do project, because this is what they are using to sort of blackmail them into voting them back.
Okay, let's break it down. I'll come back to the topic because I want to be on you for a second. 14 million naira. 9.8 is approximately 10 million naira a month for salary. Let's assume that you have 100 staff, and the reason why you have 100 is because you have 7 local governments under you. And in each local government, you have to hire about 20, 15, because if you spread 100 across 7, it's a 10 per or maybe 15 per local government, because you have to have people there working there, the cleaners, whatever, everybody, somebody has to, because when like these poor people come, they have to meet somebody in the office to say, please, our health the problem is going on, we have issues with our hospital. So there has to be at least 15 people in that office. So your 10 million naira is going there. You as a person, they're just giving you this Jeep. Part of the federal government gave you Jeep. Now you have 4 million naira. You have 4 children, or maybe you have 3 children, you have 2 wives, you're from the north, you're like this, maybe you have 2 wives or 1 wife, whatever, and now you're maintaining your home on 4 million naira.
Your children have to study abroad because all the schools in Nigeria are bad.
So listen now. You see, it's always good to point out the lawmaker, forgetting that 4 fingers are pointing at the average Nigerian.
But they do graduation now.
Most Nigerians' children now, everybody is schooling abroad. I've been to many graduations, many schools, regular schools, not even top schools. So everybody is going abroad.
Nobody will face them.
Nobody. It's not more about them against everybody. We're all in that basket. Everybody's going abroad. Nobody's going to Nigeria again. The point is that let us be realistic. These 4 million they're earning with 3 wives, their children are schooling abroad, they're having drivers, they're having helps. Is it sustainable? And they are traveling around, remember? They're buying fuel, now that fuel is 1,050 naira. Across the country, they're going for inspection. They are flying to Lagos, to where their states are, going back to their... Let us be realistic. I'm not trying to defend them, but I want us to really see. Because it's always the easiest thing is to blame. But let us break it down and unpack it and be clear.
By getting their perspective and giving their perspective, because I understand that you have to see things from their point of view. But I think that sometimes one of the, you said the problem of Nigeria, you've always said it is the middle class. And it's because the middle class think that they are majority, without realizing that the entire middle class of Nigeria is less than 10% of the population. So the people sending their children abroad are less than 10% of the entire population. Of the entire population.
What are you saying?
The data, hold on, Brian, don't say, because you will watch this data, you will realize data.
Which data? Which NBS is giving you the data?
The NBS data still puts that 50% of Nigerians are on poverty. Yes, so people, the majority of Nigerians cannot afford to even eat. So if majority are in that level, who is not sending children abroad? Is in that upper 10%, maximum, worst case scenario, 20%.
Let me now the figure. This percentage is taking that to abroad.
Yes, that's the problem.
Billions of dollars we are shipping to abroad. This tiny video.
I get
what are we talking about? These numbers.
It's a problem.
But it's in the percentage
so it is still, as compared to the entire population, small, a small fraction. So let's bring it back to, we need to empower so we can't use majority. Let's now bring it back to, we are running 17 offices and all of that. We have core members, and you said it. We have core members, and I understand that.
Core members are not 35K anymore. They're not collecting 20K anymore.
Yes.
Core members are not collecting.
But the federal government is already paying them.
Yes.
You conscript some of them into
and
this
say they will
research.
serve you to partner with you.
When they are done the next year, every year we keep churning out NYSC members.
But
you keep changing
there is
them
one argument that we cannot change, which is the fact that once they become senators, their life
it changes.
We'll address that lifestyle.
Retirement home of all our governors.
Let me take this call.
You were a governor before.
Samuel, thanks for calling. You're live.
All right, good morning. My name is Samuel.
Yes, go ahead.
All right, I've heard you are doing well, but I must say, we are not setting our priorities right. Yeah, the money the senators are collecting are extremely high. That is one. Then two, as a senator, most of the speech they present, or much of the presentation or the research they're doing, if you want to do that, you want to be a senator, you must be ready to pay from your pocket to get people do that for you, not from the government's cover of money. Do you understand? So I think that should be established. You know the post you're applying for and you want to get to. You must be ready for that. So don't say out of the 14 million, you are going to pay it there from your pocket. Okay. Now, Governor Ogizo, yes, he's from my state. He's my governor. I must say he ends the law. He has people you need to pay to, but not from the government's money. You understand? So I feel employ more youth. Yes, I must tell you as a senator, you are telling us, okay, you are employing this, you are employing that, you are employing... No, in most cases, employ people that you can, encourage. You cannot please everybody.
Thank you very much.
Mr. A cannot...
I'm just laughing because
don't laugh.
We are the same ones. They'll say, you know that man, he has become a senator. Let's go and greet him. Let's go and visit this man. We'll not go there. We'll not visit him. We'll not be smiling, hoping that
when
you will
get
it. They can not even give you something. You can actually say, please, I have one brother. He just got back. He's clinical, just graduated.
So if you have a brother...
Listen, let's not pretend we're not Nigerians. They're all Nigerians.
If you have a brother and you come and meet me and I don't have a job, what do we do?
I have constituency projects. I need your brother to help me monitor. I will pay him salary to be making sure that the bricklayers are doing the job they do. So I have job for him. Okay. But I don't have eyes everywhere, so I need your brother to work for me. How will I pay him his salary?
So the thing is, you want the brother because you know where you're going to, so that next year you will come back. Is that not why? No.
I need to monitor the work
I'm doing. Everything they do for you, leave monitoring work. Just leave that one. Everything they do for you is because they have hopes that tomorrow you will vote them back into
because
power.
Nigerian people voted me in. I need them to know that I'm doing work. So I'm saying, listen, BC.
Morayo, can I say my point? I had a point I wanted to say before arguing with this one now. So the first thing we need to understand is politicians don't have blue blood running through their veins. It's the same red blood. And the way the Nigerian economy is going now, the fact that we're sitting here, when we drop now, you will see messages on the DM. Everybody's looking for everybody. Everybody's asking.
Yeah.
A few days ago, I did small, just cheekily giveaway, and I begged them. I said, it's only 8 people I can afford to take care of. I have over 600 messages on my DM. When I was reading, I was crying because I wanted to, but I cannot. I don't have the capacity to answer everybody. Now that I've not answered everybody, have they killed me? Why am I able not to answer everybody? I'm not waiting for them to come and vote me into anything tomorrow. So I cannot kill myself for them. That's on one hand. Now, this 14 million naira is just take home. When they go for oversight, they are paid. When they travel, they have ESTA codes.
Yes.
They give them all those things. It's not part of the 14 million. We are saying that with the rates the economy is going, we cannot keep taking loans to fund government. Everybody needs to cut from anywhere. There are a lot of people who are equipped to do your research for you, to do your oversight, sightseeing or whatever it's monitoring for you, that do not
Oversight
have
duty.
places to be. I served in Makurdi, for instance, and I served at the local government. I did not have work one day. At the local government.
That was then now.
No, I'm just telling you. You think today it will be different? It's the same thing. Go there, find political science students, find lawyers, find people that studied at public administration. And all of that. They are looking for things to do so that they keep refreshing what they have learned. Employ them, and then the government already is paying them. So you don't even need to pay them. You can just give them transport fare from time to time and all of that.
Okay, these political science children, you think that they have the time to help you. They have issues. Everybody got issues. And somebody's mother is sick. Somebody's brother needs to go to something, just finish their freedom. Somebody needs to go abroad. Everybody. The point is that we are not. Let us not forget the fact that we are Nigerians. Ramatu, God bless you.
All of us, we all have the same kind of problems.
Exactly.
At the lower level. It's all at the lower level.
Somebody asked a question. I don't know if should I ask BC and Tokwe a question. Should I ask a question on national TV?
No, I have
Somebody asked Tokwe and BC this question. Tokwe and BC, did your lifestyle not change after becoming a presenter on television?
No, we didn't actually.
The lifestyle changed, but the Tokwe that entered our first,
It changed based on being. My lifestyle changed when I started selling real estate.
Okay, listen.
My lifestyle changed when I started selling real estate, not based on
but the point the person was trying to make.
I was a broke TV presenter. I was a very broke TV presenter. I was saving money all through 1 year to travel once.
Okay, let me just take this one. Good morning. Thanks for calling. You're live. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Good morning, sir. Yes.
Yeah, good morning, everyone.
Yakub. Welcome to the show. Even it was him. Longest time.
Yeah, thank you. Morayo, you see, for me, the 14 million is too much. Truly, it's too much. Even the Ojus Otalu that was saying that 14 million is small for him. You know, Ojus Otalu is a former governor of one state in this country, and then I'm very sure he still collect money being a former governor from that state. And then you said something earlier, Morayo, which I totally disagree with you. You said that they will do constituency allowance. I stand to be corrected in this matter. See, what law in this country says that our mandate House of Rep or Senator as case may be that they must do a constituency allowance. What is the job of local government chairman? What is the job of the governor of the state? That is why the Supreme Court said that autonomy to local government is paramount. So we don't need them to do the constituency allowance. Because they were there to make a law for us. The law that will change Nigerian citizens' life for better. So when you are not telling me that you are doing constituency allowance, in Dr. Media, Morayo, I've never seen any constituency allowance in Dr. area. That do our senator. So
see, Yakub, let me even cut you off because that part, I 150% agree with you because I always said it, even on this table, because lawmakers really have no business if our local governments are indeed empowered. So now it's happened because the local governments weren't doing what they had to do. So hopefully now with this local government autonomy, where they're going to be having their money, maybe we need to review why senators and lawmakers are doing constituency projects. That's a conversation for a different day.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. A lawmaker's job is to do the laws.
Make laws. Do your research and make
all
laws.
This, give 200 million, let me buy let me buy blender, let me buy all those things. It's none of your business. Local governments, so that's a very, very good point, but it's a conversation for a different day. Yes.
So we have 14 ex-governors who are now serving as senators in this administration. As ex-governors, they have pension, of which this, our Oga that made this statement is one of those former governors who have pension.
Okay.
He himself is a billionaire that was making a lot of money. So if I'm taking it from the perspective of him personally, I'll say the money is small because he's already used to living a very large lifestyle. But as when you opt into public service as a lawmaker, you are opting into a life of sacrifice for the people.
Yeah.
Even the president, when he was swearing in, when he was being sworn in and all the statements he was giving when he was becoming the president, was asking all the people that were going to be serving that this is a sacrificial service because we are asking all Nigerians to tighten their belt. So obviously that's part of it. If you are already getting pension, I expect that a senator that is getting pension should have recused themselves. Say, I'm not collecting the pension while I'm already getting salary from this
Nigeria.
place. Besides, when you're a senator too, you are entitled to lifetime. You are getting pension as a senator, then you not get pension as a governor.
Pension.
So you get the whole pension. God now help you that before you even became a governor, you were working in a company before and you were pensionable. You will not be getting 3 pension, while the average Nigerian is caught in between with nothing much and struggling to live.
Let's have a comment on social media. I have this one. I'm not sure if he wants me to mention his name. He said, good morning, Ryan. I'm watching your discussions and I like your analysis in respect of the legislation space. The truth is that we often pander to popular opinion based on emotion rather than think about the issues and facts. The expectations from the populace is killing legislators too. Yeah. Every employee attached to the office of the legislature equally feel entitled to more pay rise as anyone out there. It can only be understood when subjected to careful analysis and dispassionate reasoning. So I get that because we are clamoring for 70,000, but all those workers that are working with these lawmakers also want to be earning 250,000 now. They don't want to be, so they're also looking to earn better lives. So you are saying, oh, give them 70 minimum wage, but they're saying, I deserve to earn 250,000 or 500,000 naira myself.
Just go round.
The truth is, if we look at it in 360, everybody has an argument. And I totally agree with Nigerians who are saying, I am earning 70,000. Why would one lawmaker be paying earning 40 million? That is like the basic passionate expression view. However, if we're looking at dispassionately, we also see that the Nigerians that are always roving around these lawmakers is a lot. It's even from the one at MDO. MDM is just your staff that are coming to you, sir, my mother died the other day, and can you come? This one, everybody's cousin, every single person in your constituency. They're coming my brother was
local government.
My house became a constituency house. Like, they will be coming every single day.
Because he has a choice.
Because you have a choice. Because he just has to
want to win again.
You're a politician.
You're a public figure.
Against people who are going to vote for you. They won't vote for you.
You see the point?
Yes.
Come back
So
to
that's politics. That's politics. You're using political science now. What's the point?
So
you have to connect with people.
If you don't connect with your people.
But it's beyond money.
Nobody's against your interest.
I will do this anyhow so that I can get back into power. Not because of what I intend to give to the people. So if I say I am not giving, for instance, this money was given to me to be able to do this local government road, do that, and that is all I'm sticking to. I am afraid that I will not be voted into power. Yes. So where does your interest lie? Let me use an example. Sustaining the power. I totally agree with you. It's not about helping the people.
Exactly. Senator Kinchibe, let me just mention her name here, because I was at an event where she was, FCT. She was being accused. I think it was the Voice of Women conference, which I attended recently. And a rural woman stood up to say that when male politicians come to us women, we vote for them. And after they get voted in, they come back to us.
To give us
and they give us things. You know, we see the male politicians. You women, we vote you in. And after that, that's when you now remember that, oh, the money is for the hospital. The money is for the schools. The money is for the, you know, because she's like, I'm doing the bigger project for the greater good. I can't be coming to be giving Tokwe and giving Ramatu to it, because that's what the male politicians have been doing for years. They'll be giving you shekere because they're used to that system. But Senator Kinjibe said, you can't accuse me of not giving handouts. Because my job, I need to create hospitals, build hospitals for you. I have supported you in different ways. So I've supported you indirectly. But Nigerians may not appreciate that, because they want handouts. So where does it stop?
So let me come and say something. My mom is a retired politician. She's doing ministry work. She's doing winning souls for God. But then, when the president was governor in Lagos State, my mom was very actively involved in AD, even when he moved to ACN, very actively involved. So in my house, we knew what was happening. When Governor Tinubu was leading Lagos, money was shared you chop, I chop, everybody is happy. When Fashola came in, everybody knew that Governor Fashola at the time was not settling anybody.
Okay.
But yet he got re-elected for second term.
Thank you.
Everybody, Lagos State became very cold, and they were working. Then street lights, then light up, then garden. And they were like, they yab, but he will come and speak all his English.
And go.
He will speak his English and let you know why he's not giving, why he's not doing bribery settlement. Of course, it's not that he's not entirely gifting or supporting people, but it wasn't as large. It wasn't that large. It wasn't. And I'm sure all through, even when he was in power, even when he was doing roads, he was never going to be the typical politician. That's not who he is. But was he a good administrator? Yes. Did he serve the people? Yes. If he did not say he does not want, they will still give him position till tomorrow, based on his deliverables. So any politician that is saying that the pressure of the people is why I'm spending money for them, go and meet BRF and ask him to teach you how we did it.
Okay, let's take a
On that note,
I would love to respond, but when you now bring BRF, I can't talk. You disarm me when you talk about BRF. But let me just take these few comments. Again, this person, I can't mention his name. I'm not sure you want me to mention his name. May we not deceive ourselves. Nigeria cannot afford to keep the 2 National Assembly chambers. We're talking about 40 million, Abi. Do you know how much they collect from MBAs to pass their budgets every year? I think that's MDAs, maybe the Administration Department. We have bloated offices in this country that we do not need. So he is actually saying that he's agreeing that 40 million.
We go back to parliamentary system.
That we're not supposed to even be gifting government money out. We shouldn't be giving it out, at least.
Can you tell me categorically your entire life? Government are not giving anybody in government.
This Uzo is running a business. If he feels like gifting, he has money from his own personal. He can use his personal money and give it out.
Can he give his personal?
So that he can give his money. So because he's in office now.
Okay, let me just take this caller. Good morning. Hello, I can't remember the name. Hello, good morning. You're live.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Go ahead, please. Ruth.
Okay. Thank you. This is caller.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. I am so enjoying this conversation. And the point I wanted to make was the point BC just made. My worry is that Nigerians, I read a quote that said, being broke is a condition and poverty is a mindset. My worry is that Nigeria is increasingly becoming poor. On the condition that
Ruth.
Elected. I am saying that it's wake up to changing that mess. This poverty thing is a mentality.
Oh, Ruth, we can't hear you. It's
because
not clear.
Was that Fashola? It's clear. It wasn't giving you work. So if Nigerians stop following just to get and then keep getting, when will they get out of the vicious circle? By the time they change their mentality, if somebody does not give and he works, he will be re-elected. So it's also workload on the politicians to take that mindset out. They're just...
Okay, I didn't get you, Ruth. But okay, so I was trying to think of this Fashola example. Because after Fashola, there was somebody. And during Fashola, there was a blueprint which he was adhering to. Now, there's a blueprint I'm following as a governor, but it doesn't mean that, yes, I might not be lavish in giving you, but I am oiling the system as it was established before me. The various PSPs, the machinery that was existing, I'm oiling it. I sustained it.
Yeah, that's okay.
So it can be seen in different ways. You can see one as giving out money, and that one as oiling the system.
But the other one,
somebody came afterwards, disrupted the blueprint, but Ambode was also known to be very giving. So, I mean, people said, yeah, Ambode, but me, I never give, but I heard.
He was stingy.
No, Ambode was not stingy.
He blocked every possible loophole for everybody to make. Like, he was an accountant, yes.
So he had a few people that were...
As an accountant, he looked at the system and closed everything.
So let's break it down. Let's break it down.
I'm trying.
Let's break it down.
Go ahead.
There's nothing stopping Nigerians or human beings from doing charity. But but you should not do the charity at the expense of the majority.
Thank you.
That's what is happening with our politicians. So the money that is meant for infrastructure will now be used to do charity for a few people that happen to surround you, or that know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. How many percentage is that in the populace of the people you are supposed to use that particular money to help? So you can have your own, every individual, and I'm sure here, we do a lot of charity for people here. From our salary, we have our quota for the month that I'm going to be able to help so and so number of people from my pocket. Once I exceed that, till next month.
Yes.
Madam, we cannot help you now. I don't have money available for this right now. Can you chill and come back next month? Nothing would happen to you. It's about the will to do the right thing. And it's about the will also not to be a people pleaser. It's also about the will to be called out as a selfish, wicked, stingy, greedy, and you own it with your chest. I'm doing the work
yourself.
that I am here to do. Till we get to that point, we'll keep going round and round and round. And I keep asking myself, all these people that go and collect this one, they're burying my mother, you collect money. They're burying my father, you collect money. The road to pass to the burial, you don't have road. The hospital that even killed your father and mother, it was not equipped. If not, that your mother that you're burying would have been alive. So which is better for us to pay attention to?
Okay, let me take a few comments.
They said,
go ahead,
okay, so they said local government not doing what they are meant to do, then they should empower them to do so. But they won't, cause of what they will chop inside.
Wait, that person talking there, please. Hello? The Supreme Court has already passed this. So I know that in the local government are now going to be getting their allocation. So let us educate and get people to think the right thing. Let me take this comment. It says, employing core members, leaving constituents that work to get them in office. I don't know about that one, no. Tumba Karim teacher says, these lawmakers are akebaje. 40 million naira per month is 200 months of average Nigerian worker salary. Yeah. Lawmaking is a service, not money making. These people should fear God or have back. Exactly. Let me take this call. Good morning. Thanks for calling. I'll come back to you, Robert. Oh, I lost that call. Come on, go ahead, Robert.
So there's one. They said our lawmakers are the highest paid in the world. For a poor country, this is not available.
So, Bolanle says, okay, so Corey Michael says, except you really want to know, but he was talking about the FX changes and its impact on
the caller is back. Hello, are you there? Honorable Olulade. Honorable Shegun.
Yeah.
How are you doing, sir?
Yeah.
How did you get through?
Good morning.
Oh, my God. Lawmaker is talking to you now. Okay.
Lawmaker in Lagos.
How are you doing, sir? Go ahead. You have the floor.
I'm very fine, though. It's nice hearing from you, too.
Yes, yes.
The 40 million naira can be considered to be too high. But sincerely speaking, you must be a wicked lawmaker when you have people who are on sick bed, who need house rent, who need employment, who have not been gainfully employed, old women, the downtrodden within your constituency, not to talk about your families and your friends and those whom you have known that have this entitlement mentality. When you bring down that 40 million, I'm no more a lawmaker. I've left the house for almost 6 months, 6 years now, going to 7 now. But I can tell you on a daily basis, I get minimum of 30 requests. At the time you put it together, is over millions of naira every day. So just consider me a former state House of Assembly member and compare me with somebody who is a senator. So you will understand that 40 million naira might be this big as we are all considering it. And when you say people are being paid 70,000 naira, the 70,000 naira, it will not be enough. We are talking about fuel in Akin fuel now. People are calling those who are representing them more than ever.
Yeah.
And that's the reality. Everybody is being affected. So I understand the concerns of people who are saying 40 million is too big or whatever.
Honorable Shagun, let me stay with you for a second. I know
I wanted to ask, wouldn't it be easier if, while you were honorable member, maybe it was part of your job to pass the laws in your constituency, to ensure that, first of all, you have affordable housing for the people of that constituency, so that at least it takes away from somebody meeting you to be able to pay house rent. You have good health care system. You are all under insurance, the HMOs and everything. So it takes away people coming to meet you that their mother is dying and there's no money to care for them. Shouldn't that be what you are working towards? So that you take the pressure off you as an individual. As a government person, you're not supposed to be the individual there. You are the government. Wouldn't that pay us in a longer term than just handing them help here and there?
Well, I agree with you, but let me tell you my own personal experience.
Okay.
We went to Germany a few years ago as lawmakers. I met a young woman who has been in the parliament for over 20 years. And I asked her, what were you doing for your constituents? The only thing she could mention was that she helped them at a particular time when there was flooding to raise funds. I asked her, do you pay school fees? She said, why should she? Do you do this and that and everything I've mentioned now? Now, when you go to Lagos State, the bill that we do, the law that we are operating on health insurance today, I was the one that worked on it as a member. And that does not stop people today from asking me for money to pay at the hospital. You see some people that have critical issues that you cannot even remove your eyes from helping them. These are issues that we must understand. How many people can use the HMO? When you consider the population of Lagosians alone, how many people are on that net and net of those who are using the HMOs that we are referring to? How many are they? How many people have those houses we are referring to? We have housing schemes all over Lagos State today.
They are not affordable, sir, now.
How many people have access to it?
Yes,
Comparing them with the general population of Lagos. So we need to understand some of these things. No matter what you say, there are people who are still not going to stay with whatever thing we are doing. They still need that demand. They will still come back to you to request.
Thank you very much, Honorable Shaka. I have to let you go at this time, but thank you very much for calling. Let's take a few more comments on social media. Any more comments?
Hey, we have...
Somebody said, Bolale says, who sent them to dash money? I beg.
May you not be in a situation where you need somebody to dash you money?
It's not everybody that would. Somebody said, we need statistics of the yearly amount of students studying abroad and how does this government alone, how much the government is spending on air traffic, to and fro to travel abroad. Moses Ade said, Honorable Shegu, you've spoken well. Brother said, I'm not a lawmaker and don't earn salary, but I still help people if the need arises. You don't have to use government money for charity.
Yes.
Corey Michael says, well, if institutions and structures and factories were invested in, we will not have encouraged a society of beggars because a country cannot run on giving handouts. So obviously,
let me take this call. Okay. Good morning. Thanks for calling. You're live. Pastor Lucky, you're live. Go ahead, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, thank you for your topic discussion today. Now, for me, I think earlier on, Tope made a summary of the whole issue by citing the example of you ladies working for TVC, and then at a point in time, you decided to get PAs for yourself. That didn't become a burden on the organization that employed you. Now, if you are employed to carry out certain duties, you are not paid according to your needs at the end of the month. You are paid for the services you render. Okay? Now, if you want to change, like for example, Sister Morano, you have a male driver who is a domestic staff to you, and then he comes every 3 months to tell you, I don't know if this word is allowed, to tell you he's carrying out a D&C on his girlfriend every 3 months. That doesn't become your burden. That's his personal. If you are employed by an organization or a system or an institution, the job, description is made clear.
Pastor Lucky.
Whatever.
Oh, You know, let me put another example. Your dad is a very important person in Asaba. In his community, he's known, he's a big person. And when he's 105 years old and he's ready to depart, you know, and he finally departs, you know, because of the governor identifying that, this man was very, very influential, he helped in this community, he's somebody that his generation, because they respect the name. And because of that, they say, Obiajilu, take this money to support the funeral. That is the Africanness in us. But that money is coming from somewhere. So we don't reject it because, governor came, he gave me 1 million naira to help support because of the person my father was or the person my mother was, as in this community, in respect for that work. Now, that money is not his own personal, it's government money, it's taxpayers' money.
Why is it?
Now, my question, because it's not only, listen now, it's not only you, there are other people too who are impacted in different ways, and we expect the same kind of regard to them. The point is, we are Africans. It's either we retain that culture, or we decide as a people that I know you, I don't know you, I respect you, I don't respect you. I'm sorry, I cannot give you government money to celebrate your fathers. Yeah, and that's how they do it in the West. Yes. But you see, something makes us different as Africans compared to them. We can either blur the lines, but in doing that, we must now agree. It happens.
We cannot spend the money that we don't have because it is culturally acceptable. I have people getting married, they are going to the village, they were saying they must bring this number of tubers of yam, and we had to do meeting. I said, do you want your child to get married or you want your child to remain in your house till she's 35? Because now she's 29 and the other one has been waiting for the past 2 years gathering money. But inflation has eaten out of the money. They can't give you the entire bridal list that you're asking of. If you still want your child to get married, you need to tell the family members that culture might say you must buy this number of crates of different beer and different drinks. But this, my daughter's husband, cannot afford it now. You cannot spend what you don't have. As a country, we are borrowing money to spend on things we don't need to maintain a look, to maintain lifestyle. So it is important. It might look like this is our culture, this is what we've always done, but we need to also look at it and say, it's not sustainable for us, so let's see what we can do.
It's not only help, they're even helping. All these small girls with big God, where do you think the money is going? They're buying houses, they're buying different things. In fact, it's a trade, a stock in trade for a certain set of people to just hang out where a politician will see you and you have hammered, you have made it for life. From taxpayers' money. Nobody said don't give, but give from your own pocket and remove the burden on the people.
Okay, so there's this comment from Dr. Mark. He said part of the reason people keep begging these senators is that they are not working to empower people, to improve their lives. Stop giving fish, empower them to fish so they stop begging.
This thing sounds so nice, but I was in a conference of rural women. These are not you. These are women who are farmers. These are women who are, they are the ones that go out to drama, come and vote. These are the rural women. They sat down there and they were pointing fingers at the senator. We put you there, but you need to come back to give us handout because that is what they know. Now, if the culture, you can't just switch it and say, okay, because we want to be enlightened, you this rural woman, don't expect that. Accept the hospital as rural women. No, I'm giving you an example.
If they give rural women, it's okay. We have no complaint.
You see?
It's not only
now you're talking with two sides of your mouth. No. I'm just telling you.
You have no idea.
I'm not disputing that. I'm also making you understand.
They
the various levels.
How much do they give them?
The various
2 cups of rice.
No, they are
5,000 here.
You don't know
10,000 here. The ones that they give hundreds of millions. What are we talking about? Those ones are the ones that are complaining about.
The big God, small girl.
Yes, we cannot fund it.
The small girl, big God.
We cannot fund it.
That's another.
Let them ban down.
We have to wrap up.
All right. Banned, you know.
Any more comments? We have to because I don't know what to do.
We're done.
Mike Obanisa says if you're giving, give from your pockets and of your own volition. Giving from funds assigned to other things is not our culture. We lost it along the line.
If you are going to be a politician in this part of the world, if you're going to be a politician, you better be ready to know how to give. Now you choose what you want to give. From your salary, it's fine. But they will suck you dry. Because it's easier said than done. Trust me. I have family. You change. God bless you. You change. You can't switch it. It's going to happen gradually. By having people more like Fashola, having people more like other governors who are saying, you know what, I'm not going to give anybody. I think it was Peter Obi too. In his own time, he wasn't a giver. Peter Obi was not giving. So we need more governors like that. Peter Obi, Governor Fashola, those ones that they carry that don't like this. If you have more of those, they graduate to say, okay, maybe I don't.
They are seeing the development.
And they're seeing it. So please, you can wrap up the show. Thank you.
Kore says, BC, they're not going to ban small get big go.
Until let us end the program.
Okay, the program has
See you tomorrow. Bye for now.